Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in this world. This is Lee, and I wanted to let you know that I will be restarting my YouTube channel with more regular video analysis. We've had a few, I guess the best way to say is security issues that have been fixed, and now we are ready to get back to our regular delivery of YouTube videos. Today, I want to share with you some what I call the triple axle bullish scenario. We know that we had about 13, 14 months of a bear market, and for members at hedging.com, our GTFO came right here when it broke this trend line. Okay, in fact, it should have come right here, but me being human as well, I was expecting an explosion, whatever. I gave it the benefit of the doubt, but still made about 10x from entry at a little above 4K 3 years prior. Not too shabby though. But anyways, that bear market here, you can see how it generated a classical downward wedge type of a pattern right here. And you can see how it just broke out of it with gusto. And that's pretty significant because to me, this breakout and what it has done to the pricing has given it a pattern that's also called an inverse head and shoulders, like this. And based on this break, we got in at 17,004K for the members. So yeah, right now we're deep in profits, but I wanted to share with you how this bullish wedge breakout led to an inverse head and shoulders. And let me see if I can measure it so it doesn't get too messy. You can see how this is the left shoulder and this here is the right shoulder. No, and the right shoulder finished by breaking above the neckline, and clearly here is the head component. Many are saying, oh, head and shoulders don't work anymore because everyone can spot them. Well, really, not many spotted this one, irregular as it might have seemed. Not many spotted this one here. So right now we have now the breakout of the downward wedge, and we have the full execution of the inverse head and shoulders, and the distance, target distance for that should be could be approximated, at least from a minimum perspective, to be at around, let's say, 34,000 or so, 42,000. Okay, and that's the minimum. All right, and the minimum means is probably going to be exceeded. So that's the second pattern. And I see a bit of a slightly different head and shoulders here, where it's pretty much the same, but I can say that the left is here, the head is finished, and the right shoulder is being worked on right here. Okay, it's not double right, this is the right shoulder. And if we can measure that from neck to there, from the bottom, and bring that over from an approximation perspective, and let's say about it breaks out about there, that brings us to about 61,000 or so. And that's the third one. So it's a triple axle in my opinion. And yet bears are focusing on this as a flag more than anything else. And if we also look into the Hurst cycles, which members get every day, and the event perspective, I think in this case what we're seeing is more of a bullish upside potential than anything else based on the triple axle. Within a bearish setting, you don't get these inverse head and shoulder triple actions, along with the confirmed breakout of a massive downward wedge pattern as well. And that usually does not happen. it would be unusual. But is it possible for the bearish scenario to still bring us to a new lower low? Possible, yes. Anything's possible. But there's a big difference between possible and probable. And the probability that I'm looking at based on this triple axis bullish setup, I think is pretty much onto the upper zone. And if we also put this in an Elliott wave perspective of 1, 2, we're on a 3. And soon we're going to be on a 3 of 3, which is usually the most violent of waves within an impulse. Now, just to give you an idea of how a prior inverse head and shoulders catapulted the prices to the upside is this right here. We have the left, head, right, okay? And this gave a distance potential to the upside of something like this, where it pointed to approximately 40,000, 39, 40,000, and it exceeded it. I believe these will also be exceeded easily. Have a good day.